What's going on, Straight Talk About Life listeners? Thank you so much for joining me on today. If you're up at 6 a.m. over on my web radio station listening to me, thank you so much for getting up so early to support me. If you're listening to me on any of my other platforms, I appreciate you for pressing that play button. You didn't have to, you could have been anywhere else in the world, but you decided to stop here, and you're very much appreciated. So, I want to tell you today to stay encouraged, to stay motivated. If you don't have anybody motivating you, motivate yourself. I've done this a lot. I've spoke about this a lot because hey, I had to live this. So, who's better qualified to speak on this subject than someone excuse me, than someone that has been through it. So, yeah, if you're rooting for yourself, if you only have a handful of people supporting you, appreciate those handful of people. Okay, let them know that you appreciate them. Appreciation will go a long way, and that's what some people don't understand is appreciating the people that support you, the people that have your back, the people that are there for you no matter what. Never forget those people because they could be gone tomorrow. Excuse me, good Lord. But instead of being gone, they're here for you. They're supporting you. They always have your back. And to those people that are riding for me, those people that are rooting for me, those people that are silently supporting me, thank you. To all of those people that know my journey, that know my stories, that's been with me for a while, people that know me personally. I have a few people that listen to me that know me personally. So any of you all that support me, have been there, my new supporters, everyone, thank you so much. And I am forever grateful. I will continue to say that, you guys, because I mean it. And you guys are near and dear to my heart. So let's get into today's topic, which is supporting your friends. Supporting your friends. Do you support your friends, your family, your lovers? Do you support these people? I mean, like, really support them. Because you can always say, yes, of course, I support. But then when you take a step back and really look at that thing, it's like, am I really being supportive? So ask yourself that question and answer it honestly. And I'm sure if you take an honest inventory of your support towards other people, you'll probably find that you're not being as supportive as you should be. Now, myself, when I support you, I support, okay? It doesn't matter. Like, no matter what's going on, I'm going to figure out a way to show my support. If that's um, showing up, if that's purchasing something, if that's whatever the case is, if I tell you that I'm going to support you, I'm going to do just that. I'm that supportive friend. And I have found myself in situations where um some people that were I felt like they were supposed to support me because of the support that I've given out. um, I found that they were not as supportive, and it shocked me. I know I should not have been shocked, but I was shocked. I had to lean back and clutch my doggone pearls. Like the audacity of you to always see me supporting you. If you ask or don't, I'm here. I'm showing up. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do as your friend. But when it's my turn, when the spotlight is on me for 2 seconds, I can't even get you to show up. Like that is so one sided to me. And if any of you are that type of friend, and remember I said it first, take an honest inventory and think. If you have been that type of friend, please stop. Just stop. Learn to show the same support to your friends, your family, your lovers that you show. And just know, excuse me, you guys, just know that when you show support and you reach out to people and help them or whatever, sometimes you're probably not going to get that same support back. So you have to kind of be prepared for that too. Yeah. Life is crazy, you guys. And if you all have an amazing support system, like you support these people, they support you, that is completely awesome. You're blessed. It's amazing to get back the same things that you give out, which I know that that is the power of the universe. We always get back what we give out, but it's not in our timing, it's in divine timing, right? So, myself, for example, me thinking that I'm going to get the same support that I give, it just wasn't my time. That particular group, because it was more than one. It was more than one, if I'm honest. That particular group of people was really not my people. Just because you are blood related to people, just because you've been knowing people for years, does not automatically mean that they're just supposed to show up and support you because that's not going to happen. Realistically, that is not going to happen. But in our minds, we would think that these will be the first people to show up and support, right? These people that rock with you, these are your day ones, people that you've known your whole life. Please. I have been there, and I can tell you firsthand that you have to get around some people that are like minded, people that share some of the same things that you're interested in. Because you have to look at it like this too, you guys. Just because these are your people, right, does not mean that they're just automatically supposed to be into what you're into. Come on, just think about it. People are not they're not going to be into the same things that you are sometimes. But and you have to be prepared for that. Going through life, this is something that I had to learn. Um, hmm, yeah. And then also, if you're that person that's just always showing up for other people, sometimes you have to take a step back. I know some of us are just built that way. We just always want to be the one showing up and being supportive to our friends and our family. Just because that's just who we are, you know. When you're a good person, you're a good person. But you have to be careful with that because people will use you. People will use you up just because they know for a fact that you're gonna always be there. So they think, um, they feel like they can just give you the bare minimum. They might feel like they don't have to show up for you like you show up for them. They feel like, they're not going nowhere. I know they're always gonna be here. So that one particular day when you shock them to the core and decide that, you've had enough and you're not gonna be there with them for them anymore, then that's when reality sits in for them. Sometimes you have to show people tough love in that manner. They expect for you to show up. Don't. You don't have to because you've done your part as a friend. So, yeah, in that message, I say don't let people use you. I am guilty of that. Or at least allowing people to think that they're using me. But on the other hand, I know what you're doing. I know what you're doing. I just want to see how long you're going to do it, how long it's going to go on. And some people mistreat people for so long, they just feel like everyone is stupid. Like everyone is just naive and don't know their game. But you have to think about it. Sometimes when you are dealing with people that are, when you're dealing with people that are tapped in, when you're dealing with people with discernment, you have to realize they probably already peeped out your bull and they're just looking at you with the side eye to see how long you just gonna keep this up, you know? So be careful. Excuse me, guys. Be careful mistreating people. Be careful using people, you know, just calling them up or visiting them only when you need them. That's wrong. And karma is real. How you treat people is how you're going to be treated as well one day. Yeah, I know everyone don't believe in karma, but it is very, very real. So I am going to continue to put out love, to spread love to everyone that I meet. If you're not good for me, excuse me, you guys, I'm probably going to deal with you with a long handle spoon. However, that's not going to take away my love for you or care for you. But if you're not good for my life, I just cannot be around negativity. I just cannot. And I'm striving and intentionally working towards a life where I only have positive energy and positive people around me. I am intentionally working on that. In this season of our lives, we all have to be intentional about everything that we do. Everything. Think about what you're doing before you do it. Mm. Always treat people with kindness because you never know who you're entertaining. I stress that a lot because it is so true. And some people are hidden in plain sight. They are. hidden in plain sight. Some people are sent to your lives to show you a better life, to show you love, to show you that not everyone wants to use you. Some people are sent in your life to show you that some people can actually love you without wanting anything. Not everyone is out to use people. And sometimes people will completely mess over people like that. You're going to miss out on your blessing by getting in your own way, thinking that you have it all figured out because you don't know everything. None of us know everything. But I do know that oftentimes the good people, the ones that are sent to help you evolve in life, sometimes those are the ones that are completely looked over. Those are the ones that are put on the back burner, set to the side, so that when everybody else is not doing right, then you run and grab, this person that's on the shelf, this person that, you think is not ever going to go anywhere. Just be cautious how you treat people and show love always. Lead with love. Love is so powerful. I think love is very beautiful, actually. And oh my goodness, excuse me, guys. I was having a conversation and I also saw a bunch of videos and memes and everything about this. Um, what is intimacy to you? A lot of people have that word confused with sex. And that sex is not the only part of intimacy. Actually, if you take that out of the equation, then what else do you have? And I think intimacy is being able to sit and just look someone in the eyes, just stare in their eyes. Non-verbal communication is very powerful. Holding hands, reciting poetry, hugging, sharing your most intimate thoughts, having a basic, intelligent conversation. All of those are intimacy to me. There's more, but that's what I consider being intimate. So it is not solely about having sex. It's not. And I've heard some people, you'd be surprised at the responses that people have when you just try to get in their head and ask that question, like, what is intimacy to you? Just for the heck of it, you ask someone today. Just ask them and listen to their response. It may shock you. It may shock you. And I think conversation, having a intelligent conversation with eye contact is very powerful. Very powerful. The nonverbal and the verbal conversation is very powerful. And if I'm honest, if you're saying the right things in that conversation, it's going to lead to sex anyway. Just be honest. But it's a huge turnoff to try to have an intelligent conversation with someone and they're being immature. I think that is like the ultimate turnoff for probably any woman, not just me or any man. So, yeah, keep the lines of communication open always and just enjoy each other's company, you know? But overall, you guys, today has been a really relaxed, chill day. It is raining here. It's been raining all day. They said it's supposed to be 100%. So, yeah, I can see it. It's been raining all day and it's getting colder outside. So, you guys make sure you wrap up, stay warm, put your gloves, your hats, your scarves, your hoodies, all that on. I love hoodie weather. Don't you? I mean, I wear hoodies all year round anyway because I'm always cold. So find you a good hoodie. Mm, mm, mm. It's time to restock on my hoodies now that I'm talking about it. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do this weekend. I need to look up some more hoodies so I can rock that out. I'm always rocking my black and gold, representing. And yeah, I need to get a Razorback hoodie. I need to do that ASAP. Yeah, but anyway, I'm just rambling and going on. But yes, overall today has been a chill day. I've been getting some much needed rest. I have been extremely exhausted lately. I have been working overtime on my schoolwork, trying to knock that out, and just online looking for potential jobs. I'm not gonna speak too much on that, but yeah, I've been taking care of business, you guys, and staying positive, stress free, and staying away from negative people, negative things that don't serve me well. I've been doing a pretty good job. So I'm going to continue on that path and just continue to be great, as great as possible. I need to get back on my workout routines. I told you all, I am not perfect. I'm striving to be, but I'm not there yet. Um, I've I used to for 3, 4 months straight. I was on my veggies, fruits, all that, and I kind of got relaxed on that. I was working out along with that. I've dropped, I think, all the way, I got to like 18, 19 pounds. Got relaxed on that, got comfortable. Um, so yeah, I need, and I am going to get back on that. I'm standing in my own way. It's nobody's fault. It's my fault. And I think when we're destined for greatness, when we're working on things, we're seeing progress. Sometimes we get stagnant
And we'll just sit there and be like, you know what? I'm cool. I can miss a few days. And then a few days turn into 3 and 4, 5. Next thing you know, you look up and it's been a month, 2 months, and you just have to start over again or just pick up where you left off. And I always say it's nothing wrong with that. When you fall off your path, you may get discouraged and things may be going on that people don't know about. And I'll say, don't give up. You can always get back on whatever it is that you're striving to do, as long as it's positive and it's helping you evolve and become your better self. I say, go for it. Go for it. And of course, I can't blame anybody but myself for losing the motivation that I've had for so many months. And it's okay. I have to tell myself it's okay. I didn't fail myself. I just lost sight of what I was working on for a minute, but it's not too late. I can always get back on it, and I believe in myself, and I trust myself, and I know that I can do this. So I am going to not only continue to speak life into other people, I'm going to speak life into myself and my health, my well being, and all of that. And I want you all to do that as well. Speak life into other people. Be kind to other people. Wish them well on their journey. It's nothing wrong with that. Sometimes you may never know. People just only want to just hear you say, keep going. You got this. Sometimes people may want to hear that, but they may never tell you. So just go with your heart and whatever you feel is appropriate and whatever feels good to you, just do it. Especially as long as you're staying positive. And I'm sorry, you guys, if you hear some little bitty people in the background, that is my daughters. And I thought they were going to be quiet for me for a few minutes, but hey, that's the power of live podcasting. They're getting excited in there watching TV, but the message continues. I'm going to keep going, even though I am about to wrap this up. But yeah, I just had to get on here and give you all an episode for today. I missed a day or two. I think it's actually been 2 days, and I wasn't gonna let another day go by. I had to get on here and give you all some words of encouragement, some motivation, some positivity, and let you all know that you know what, we may not be perfect. We may not be perfect at all, but it's nothing wrong with striving to be the best person you can be, to be your better self. That is something that we all should be working on every day, like striving to be better than you were yesterday. And as I say that to you, I'm saying it to myself as well. I am striving to be better today than I was yesterday. And I'm going to continue to grow no matter what. No matter what comes up, never give up. Keep going. Keep going. Put one foot in front of the other. And if you ever have those days when you feel like you just want to give up, you feel like things are not going the way you expect them to go, please don't ever get down on yourself and feel like you're a failure. Don't ever think that you've been forgotten about, because you are amazing and you were put here for a reason. We all were put here for a reason. We have a greater purpose in life. So when you get down on yourself, that is only a spiritual attack on you, especially when you're moving in love, you're continuing to be positive, and you're striving to be the best person you can be. Sometimes all of the negativity in the world will find you. And it's sad that it's like that, but when things like that happen, it just means you're so close to the finish line. It means that you're on the right path. You're doing what you're supposed to do. So don't give up. Keep going. No matter what it is, keep going. And don't let anyone or anything distract you from evolving, from being a positive and good person. Don't ever let anyone stop you from doing those things because you're great. You're destined for greatness and you matter. On that note, you guys, I am going to go ahead and end today's podcast. I appreciate you all once again for joining me, for hanging in there, listening to this episode. If you've made it all the way to the end, thank you so much for rocking with me. I know sometimes I may not talk about things that resonate with you, but I appreciate the support anyway. When you press that play button, it means so much. And it sends a signal out that I'm worth listening to the platforms that I'm on. And it means so much. Um, if you're on my web radio station, every morning I play my intro. And on my intro, I talk about where I come from. I talk about how I started with only a few listeners. Started out with zero, actually, but only a few listeners. Um, Pretty much having to beg family and friends to support me, constantly sharing my links to my podcast just for support. Even if they were doing things that I didn't like and they wanted me to support, I always supported. So I would think that, that same respect would be returned, but that's not always the case. And I always speak about that because that is something that was really hurtful to me. I'm not even gonna lie, it was. And I've turned that hurt into something positive. I can speak on that now and not be hurt behind it. Um, I speak on it because it's real. It's what happened. And maybe with me saying that, maybe it can help someone else to know that you can start with zero listeners, even if you're not doing a podcast, whatever you're doing in life. You can start with zero support. And then out of nowhere, the right people, your tribe, will show up and show out. They'll support you, they'll listen to you, they'll encourage you in the right time. Not our timing, but in the right time, divine timing, that is. And I speak about the over 50 countries that support my podcast. I speak about all of the different listeners that constantly come back and support this podcast. Complete strangers, people that I don't even know personally. Um, I appreciate all of it. I really, really do. And I'm forever grateful. So when you're listening to my episodes, if you hear me going on and on about appreciation and saying thank you and acknowledging the countries and people that continue to come back, I'm going to do that because I am so appreciative. To me, support means so much. If you never get one dime from someone, if they just show up and support you, that means more than anything. That goes a long way with me because I tell you, I am a rider. If I ride for you, if I support you, I'm going to always support you, no matter what it is. If you're up on stage tap dancing, I'm not into tap dancing, but just because I support you and I rock with you, I'm going to be there. If I can't be there, I'm going to find some kind of way to show you that I support you and to encourage you. That's what a real friend does. That's what a real family member does. That's what a real lover does. They're always going to be supportive. So, yeah, like I mention it a lot, but yeah, if you happen to tune in and I'm saying thank you, then you all get it. You know why. But yeah, I want you all to have the most amazing day. Get some rest. Get some work done around the house. Take care of yourself. Take a bubble bath. Pour some wine. Watch a good movie. Kick your feet up. Catch a game. You know, I'm very excited about this basketball season. Yes, I'm a basketball fanatic. It used to be really, really bad back in the day. Like every game known to man, I was watching it. But I've kind of slowed up a little bit. Just, I mean, it's entertainment. I enjoy it. And two of my daughters play basketball too, and they used to watch the games with me. That's crazy. And you would expect, well, I don't know. I could just speak for myself, but I've never been in a relationship with a man that's like a sports fanatic. And I've always wondered what that was like because I just so happen to be the sports fanatic. Like that was kind of weird to me, but yeah. So I'm getting ready to enjoy this new season of basketball. I don't know about you guys and if you all enjoy the game, but yeah, you should probably catch a game or two. Yes, a lot of fun. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get off here for real this time. Thank you all for joining me again. Um, if you want to contact me, you can comment on this episode or any of my other episodes. If you just want to just send me a message of encouragement, you can email me at KIMIJO774 at gmail.com and I will be sure to get back with you. Please allow me at least one day to respond to your emails. Also, you can message me on my Feel the Beat web radio station. It's a 24-hour web station where I play music and my podcast as well. So there's a message tab. If you scroll down towards the middle of the page, almost at the bottom, you'll see message. Send me a message. Or you can go over to my Spotify and leave a message that way. So, yeah, I want you all to know that the Most High loves you. And guess what? Yep, you guessed it. I love you guys too. All right. See you in the next episode, guys.